Welcome everyone. In this video, I will review the T54 Heavy, which is the new Tier 9 American Premium Heavy tank. So first, let's go and take a look around of this tank, and as you can see, the big problem already, which is the big cupola on the top of the turret, which is visible even if you are in 12 degree of compression. This will be green, and even a Tier 7 tank can pan you in the hook down position. But first, let's talk about the crew of this tank. We have here 4 crew members: the commander, gunner, driver, and loader. Let's talk about now the gun of this tank, which is a 120mm caliber gun with a 450 alpha damage, which can high up to 563. The DPM of this tank is 2.1k, which means we have here 12.4 seconds for a 450 alpha damage. The accuracy of this gun, we have here 0.4 dispersion value and 2.68 aim time. This means we have long aim time and bad accuracy, and the DPM is low, but the good thing is the 12 degree of gun pressure. Now the gun traverse speed is 26 degree, the defender has 27 degree gun traverse speed, turret traverse speed, which means it turns his turret slower than a defender. Now the HP of this tank is 1.7k. This could be higher because this is a heavy tank, so higher HP value will be expected here. Now the armor of this tank, I will check at the end of this video the armor. This tank weighs in 56 tons with a 34 with an 810 horsepower. This means we have here only 34 km per hour forward speed and 15 km per hour reverse speed. Now the whole reverse speed is really slow, only 25 degree per sec. The defender has 31 degree per sec, so this tank turns his hull really slow, and the tank is already slow. Now the camo is a basic heavy tank camo value, and the view range is good, 400-meter view range. Let's go now and configure this tank. So as the field modification, this at max level. So let's see what we got here. This will increase the view range of this tank, which is good. This will increase the, as you can see, will increase the aim time, but will decrease the dispersion value. This will increase, so I will not select anything here because both are bad. Both values are bad here, but this will give us plus 2 km per hour to reverse speed, but will make the reverse speed even slower. So, and this will, so no, basically, this is the only good field modification for this tank. Let's select this and let's add all the good crew skills what we can have here. The camo paint, let's select the food, the big repair kit, and the big mat kit. So yes, and here the first slot is the servability slot. So for this slot, we can go with the ventilation or the HP boost. Let's go first with the ventilation. Second can be mobility and firepower. You can turbocharge the tank if you want, but the firepower is, this tank has already a low DPM. So let's go with the gun rammer. And here let's select the stabilizer, basic heavy tank configuration. Now the ammunition, we have here AP with 240mm of base penetration value, which is actually high. This has 1067 meters per sec shell speed, actually okay for an AP shell, and costs only 1060 credits. Now the heat has 300 millimeters of base penetration value with 947 meters per sec shell speed. It's okay again for a heat shell. The cost is 480 credits for a 450 alpha damage. I would say it's an okay deal. Now the HE has got 60 millimeter base penetration value with a 666 high growl and a 900 meters per sec shell speed. Definitely good. I'd say okay category. All the shell speeds are okay, and it's cost only 790 credits. Let's check now the stats here with this field modification and configuration. We have here 2.6k DPM, which is low. In average, this is low DPM, which means we have 10.7 seconds for 450 alpha damage, which is okay, but considering the DPM, it's it's not high. Any chance. Now the turret traverse speed is actually okay. It's still an average turret traverse speed, nothing special. The dispersion value 0.37, it's still bad. This means you will still miss, with 0.37 you will miss from medium and close range distance. Aim time 2.4 seconds. It is a long aim time. HP now 1760. Basically, the whole speed is now 30, which is actually it's still slow. So yeah, the view range now is 477. Let's go now and check the armor of this tank. So here we have, if you're facing tank frontally like this, in the lower plate he will have around 160 here, 200, 165, 150 all over. Our upper plate actually better, 256, 255 and lower. Now we have a turret ring here with 255. The turret actually has 313, 320, 316 all over here, 300, 315, 325 all over around. But now the cupola has only 188, 190 millimeter in best case, which means even in 12 degree of gun oppression, this tank cupola will be visible and you can pen this with only 193 millimeters of armor penetration value. And he has basically a tier 6 with APCR can pen this tank, so a tier 7 will not have any problem to pen this tank. Now here, the overall turret armor is good, but doesn't mean anything when you have a big cupola and the first thing when you peak or ridge line, the first thing what will be visible is your cupola and everyone will shoot spam your cupola like crazy. So that's why this tank is trash, completely trash in hold down position, and even in side scraping position this tank is also trash because of the turret ring, which in side scraping position will be green at 195 millimeters of armor protection value, and if you get shot here, your turret will be jammed and even ammo wrecked. You can get ammo wrecked, so this is a really bad tank for side scraping and bad tank for hold down position, and in overall just a bad armor tank. So the conclusion about this tank, again, the only good thing about this tank, let's say the 450 alpha damage, which is good for a tier 9 heavy, and you have a good hit with 300 millimeters of base penetration value. That's it. The and the view range. The view range is good 477 meter. Now this tank is slow, turns his hull slow, turns his turret as an average heavy tank. The and the gun is not accurate at all. So you have I don't know what's the reason for Wargaming to create this tank, because this tank is a bad tank actually. If you have a if you have this kind of tank with the cupola, this huge cupola, you gave this tank 12 degree wind oppression, but that is useless when the first thing is what the enemy will shoot is your cupola, so it's useless. You can have 15 degree wind oppression when they still will spam your cupola in hold down position. So, and this tank cannot side scrape. As you can see here, we have this turret ring, and when you side scrape, you just shoot straight here and you will pan this tank easily into the ring in both. Actually, it's hidden with the exhaust pipe, as you can see, but behind the exhaust we have the turret ring, so it's easy pan like this here and like here. So it's not a big problem here, and we have here 150 around, nothing special about this tank. So yes, thank you guys for watching.